so now for my 5 favorite exercises for hip pain. 3 of them involve glute activation. The glutes are essential for keeping the femur straight when we walk and run. When people have a tendency to let the knee roll in, this can pinch down at the front of the hip. We already spent enough time in postures that pinch the hip, like sitting, cycling, driving. We're in this flexed posture. So the glutes help open us up and stabilize us in that posture. One of the exercises is going to involve squeezing the adductor muscles, so the muscles in the inner thigh, and this will help anyone who has kind of more groin related pain or pain at the front or inside of the hip. And then the last one is just a stretch to open up the hips, stretch the joint capsule and stretch the hip flexors. So I've gone through these glute exercises in a previous video in more detail, but just to recap on them, I want you to put a mini band on just over the kneecaps, alternatively a TheraBand looped and tied into a knot. You're lying onto your side, support your head with a pillow. You're bending the knees, the heels are in line with the bum, and you're going to open the top knee as high as you can, and you're going to hold that for 1 minute on each side. Number 2, the legs are straight and the top leg lifts up and ever so slightly behind you. Bend the bottom knee if you need to for stability, and again 1 minute on each side. The fire hydrant, you're kneeling on all fours and one knee is going to go up and out. So the knee is the widest point and it's supposed to look like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. So then you can take off the band and we're going to put a foam roller or a pillow or a water bottle in between the knees, and you're simply going to squeeze it. You're not going to go from 0 to 100. Gradually build up to your maximum pressure. Hold for 10 seconds and rest. And I would repeat that 5 to 10 times. So this can be very analgesic and soothing for adductor pain, hip flexor pain, hip impingement. So 10-second holds and rest. And then you can finish off your hip program, bringing the feet together and letting the knees roll out. And simply hanging out here, taking deep breaths and letting gravity open up the hip muscles and the hip capsule. If you need an extra stretch, you can use your hands to place an extra bit of pressure. You can squeeze the glute muscles to pull the knees down closer to the ground.